Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. In today's recipe, I'm going to show you how to make a takali sadam or a tomato rice, which I'm going to be making it all in a single pot. And I'm going to be using my favorite electric pressure cooker to do this. So without wasting time, I'm just going to dive right in and show you how to make a delicious one-pot takali sadam. So typically to make a takali sadam, most often what we do is to use a leftover rice. So leftover rices are extremely useful in a South Indian home because we make lemon rice, puliyodare, takali sadam, spinach rice, beetroot rice. I mean, there's a lot of different rices that we can make. But now if you don't have a leftover rice and you want to make takali sadam, I'm going to show you how to do that. Everything in a single pot. So into my pressure cooker, what I'm going to do, this is an electric pressure cooker wherein you cook, you saute, you put the water in, cover the pressure cooker, turn the timer on, and then just allow the pressure cooker to just do its job of cooking the rice. So I'm going to show you each and every step of how this is done. So this is the saute pan of the pressure cooker. So into this I'm going to add in some oil and then turn on the saute mode of the pressure cooker because that's the mode which preheats the pan. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the saute mode, which is the menu number 15. And we'll wait for the saute mode to turn on and then the pan to get heated. So once the pan gets heated and the oil also gets heated along with the pan, I'm going to add in the mustard seeds and all the remaining ingredients. So now the pan and the oil is heated, I'm going to go ahead and add the mustard seeds, the kadugu, and allow the kadugu to crackle a little bit. And once it crackles, I'm going to add in the garlic and the onions. So now that the kadugu is crackling, I'm going to go ahead and add the garlic. Chopped garlic. This is completely optional. If you don't eat garlic, it's fine. And there's chopped onion. Okay, and I'm going to tear up the curry leaves. You can either finely chop it or tear it because tearing up the herbs brings in a lot of flavors to the dish. So tear it up, and I can already smell the flavors of the curry leaves coming through. And then saute the onions until it becomes soft. So here the onions that I've used is the baby onions which I've chopped finely, which is the SAMBAR onions, also known as the pearl onions or the shallots. So chop them fine because they add a different taste altogether. But if you don't have them, you can also use regular onions. So I'm just going to saute this until the onions just turn soft. You don't have to brown them or anything, just lightly soften, and as soon as they change color, we'll add the tomatoes. Great. So now that the onions have lightly softened and changed color, I'm going to go ahead and add my chopped tomatoes, and we'll have to saute the tomatoes until it becomes soft and mushy. And this will take about 3 to 4 minutes, and once that it's done, I'm going to go ahead and add all the secret spices that I use to make a takali sadam. So after about 3 to 4 minutes, notice that the tomatoes have softened quite a bit, and you don't have to make it really like a paste, but this is good enough. And to this I'm going to add in sambar powder. Sambar powder is a very versatile powder that we use in the South Indian cuisine, not just to make sambars, but essentially to make different types of rices, in fact poriyals as well. Just like your garam masala is in the north, the sambar powder is to the south. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the sambar powder and some elaichi powder. Elaichi powder is something that I learned from my aunt. And when I used to stay in the hostel and I used to visit her during weekends, and she used to make takali sadam and she used to add elaichi powder, and I loved the taste, and post which I started adding elaichi powder to my food. Great, so I'm going to add in some salt to taste, and then after that some finely chopped mint leaves. Mint leaves brings in a lot of flavor and taste as well. I'm going to add that, and then finally the washed rice. So now based on the type of rice that you're using, the water quantity would change. So here I'm just going to be adding 1.5 cups of water because there's already some tomato there. Tomato will release some moisture and also some liquids. So I'm going to add in, typically for 1 cup or 2 cups of water is required, but I'm going to add a little more than 1.5 cups of water to this. And that's it. Just go ahead and add the water, and I'm going to cover the pressure cooker and set it to the rice mode. And once you set it, all you have to do is to sit back and relax. And once you've covered the pressure cooker, turn the nozzle to the pressure mode. This is the steamer mode and this is the pressure mode. And once you do that, I'm going to go into the menu, put it to keep warm, turn the menu on, And the first option is the rice, so I'm going to allow it to be in the first option of the menu, the cooking mode rice. And the timer will automatically turn on after a few minutes, and the pressure will also rise up. This red pressure nozzle will rise up, which means the pressure has built up. So at this point you can actually let the pressure cooker be and do its job while you go and read a book or make a raita, say for example, to serve along with the tomato rice. So it went into keep warm mode, and the pressure nozzle also went down, the red nozzle, and I'm ready to open it. And notice the rice is cooked. It looks really nice and pretty. I'm just going to lightly give it a stir and mix everything up. And at this stage, check the taste. And if you need a little more salt, you can add. But what I like to add right now is like a dollop of ghee. So that heightens the flavor of the takali sadam. Or you can also add gingerly oil of your choice. Okay, so which is also known as a nallanne or the sesame oil. Great. So I'm just going to stir it just a little bit so that the rice grains don't break, and then add in some ghee and then give it another stir and then serve it. So wasn't it really simple to make a takali sadam or the tomato rice in this one pot electric pressure cooker? All you did was saute everything together and put in your spices and then just let it sit and do its job. I hope you do give this recipe a try. It's simple, flavorful, and can be packed into your lunchbox or even had for a weeknight dinner along with some tomato onion raita. When you do try this recipe, don't forget to share your feedback in the comments below, because I'll always be looking to hear back from you. Until then, until next time, happy cooking and healthy eating.